I have one really nice cabinet. I could go into buying shelves, better shelves this year, but I still need to boost my movies a lot. So I need to reduce my food, reduce my lunch and dinner as much as possible. So I have to do that, and I have to keep my snacks low. But I still want to have good pop, so I have to pay up a little bit on food. But over the next couple months, I could pick up better things off eBay that way. But what I have in my cabinet, I would rather have a short, like a cabinet I have now, instead of like a long display cabinet. Those cost about $200 to $300 at the donation store, which I could do eventually if I get into the figures that I want to get in a couple of years, like the Transformers and better figures for display will be in a year or two down the line. But I do have a plan made up for my movie room, my personal video store, I call it sometimes, because I have shelving all around. But I'll show you what's in my cabinet. I don't mind having the doors on it, but this one did not come with doors, the glass doors, but I don't want to have a completely glass display, because those can crack pretty easy if you put something heavy on, or if you move them around a couple times. So I bought at least 3 or 4 different sets for Universal Monsters, so I do acquire some doubles. Got 2 Mummies, 2 Mummies Hand, Revenge of the Creatures, Invisible Revenge, Wolfman, 3 of them. Finally got Dracula in the last lot, and I got Bride of Frankenstein in the last lot, so I'm happy with those last 2 lots or so. And down below, I still need to get at least 4 or 5 more where I have most of them. There's at least 10 that I'm missing, I think. Started collecting on Godzilla because I did not have any. If I see like a really good lot, I'll try to grab the lot, because they're about 30 bucks each. Universal Monsters are 30 bucks to 50 bucks. I don't have, see, the Phantom of the Opera yet, so did not come in my lot. I'll have to buy that one individually, and plus Bride of Dracula I have to buy, and Frankenstein's Ghost, I think, plus a couple other ones there I could get. Creature of the Black Lagoon I don't have yet, so about 4 or 5 I could still buy that I know. Down here I keep Porky's. I do collect comedy, so I got, with the 2 lots, I picked up a lot of Godzilla. Ghostbusters I found thrifting, so it's about 50 bucks for both of them on eBay. Thrifting I bought Aliens, about 60 bucks. Ninjas 3 is my most expensive VHS I have, about 50 bucks. 60 bucks, even 80 to 90 bucks sometimes. One of my favorite comedies, Cheech and Chong. They have quite a few movies for Cheech and Chong, not that many, I think 2 or 3. And classic Cannonball Run. Over here, Terminator. I picked up Terminator a couple times because the donation store stickers tend to ruin it. And I got one good Empire Strikes Back CBS, about 50 bucks on eBay. Titanic, Revenge of the Nerds box set is about 70 bucks. Poltergeist box set is about 70 bucks, 80 bucks. Fawlty Towers TV show, Highlander, Superman. I never see Superman locally. About 60, 70 bucks. The Great Escape, movie that started everything for me. I remember watching this, like, my dad was into movies then, so I've seen some with him. But I don't know if I watched this with my dad or not, maybe a little bit. But I remember liking this movie a lot when it was on TV then. Gremlins, just recently got Gremlins, $50 each. Gremlins 1. A good cover. You can find them in cut box a little bit cheaper, but Queen of the Damned is about $40 on eBay as well. And Fifth Element, one of my favorite movies on DVD. Happy to have it on VHS. So if I get some more Universal Monsters, I'll have to move those onto this shelf or buy another cabinet, which I might do in a year or so. Buy another cabinet, have a stronger stand for my better movies. But I'm not going to buy a glass cabinet unless the doors are glass. Then this could be glass, but the whole unit display, I want it to be wood, not metal, not plexiglass. Plexiglass will break too or crack. Move it around a few times from corner to corner and put heavy things on, it'll crack. So this is only a half a shelf. If it had more, it'd be okay, but down below I could keep, if I could pull that out. So you get the doll squished there. I got my Nintendo stuff. A little bit empty back there, but some gaming stuff in the bottom. So that's my cabinet display, and up top I got the stuff plush, whatever they call them. Disney stuff. So if I see more Disney stuff, Toy Story stuff, I don't see a whole lot of comic book stuff. So probably in a year or two I'll get into like the movie figures, displays better. I'll be better cut up my VHS and games then. I could get back into music. So I'd like to have another cabinet for music maybe, or another cabinet like this. Have it, not the full length cabinet, just like have cabinets like this for sort of knickknacks and figures. I could put toys and whatnot. Would be nice to have, but I have to buy a donation store at least $200 I think. So right now this is what I have. So I keep my Nintendo down there and a couple other game stuff, accessories, and my dolls are over here that I buy thrifting sometimes. They're vintage dolls, so the only way to test them they're haunted is to buy an EMF meter. Some of them were bought off of eBay, so I paid up on some of them back then because I like the outfits they have and the stories. So I got a lot of room to add, so I can add a lot of more movies on this shelf, a little bit on that shelf if I get more Toy Story stuff. But today I just want to go over what I got on this cabinet, which I'd rather have a cabinet instead of a glass. Glass could break on you anytime, so you move it around a little bit, or you put heavy stuff, you have to be careful because you move a corner the wrong way or something and there goes your investment. So I don't mind if the shelving is a little bit glass because I can replace that with wood, or if the doors are like wood and glass, they would look nice, but I don't want to have like a full size cabinet like you would in a family room. I wish I had one like that, but I cannot use it up here because it's an attic. So plus it doesn't look too good for movies unless I do like figures and stuff with it. So I might do like eventually get some Universal Monsters figures at some point in a year or two down the line. I have to be caught up with my movies that I want and the NES games that I want. So eventually I could get another cabinet like this for my NES and for my games too. Not for my Xbox, but for my NES and for my Atari games. I could display them better. So in a year or two I could probably start looking at investing in cabinets, but for now that's why I'm making a lot of them myself, so I could get movies a little bit quicker and get the movies in bulk. I'll save a little bit of money that way instead of buying them individually, but now I probably will have to buy them individually, so I'm not getting, I don't need like 3 copies of Wolfman, unless if I see a set that has something I need, then I'll get it. But I kind of kept going with the Universal Monsters, so I got everything, but I wanted to start up the Godzilla stuff too, so yeah, that's pretty good. I never had them or known that Blockbuster had them. It's only seen like 1 or 2 off and on at Blockbuster, but not the titles that I have now or Universal Monsters. I've never seen at Blockbuster unless it's like Dracula and Frankenstein, some of the newer ones. But maybe some of the smaller shops had them. Even in my area, I've never seen these. So now I have most of them, and it took me a lot to get them, so I had to buy them in bulk. And I never see them thrifting either, so I don't want to pick up junk thrifting. So like here, all the crappy movies I keep at the bottom. Eventually I'll have to sift through them and throw them out if I run out of the room. But thanks for watching. A little look at my cabinet here. What's in it. I can't really open it, but not much there except for knickknacks and gaming stuff. So, and in here is the NES. So I don't want to ruin the dolls, so I would have to move it out of the way, but just the NES in there, and